Imagine being so good at your job that you accidentally destroy your own workplace and nearly kill your entire team. That's exactly what happened when a British bomber pilot during World War II scored a direct hit on his own secret weapon lab with a massive concrete bomb. 0 enemies killed, 1 engineering shop obliterated. Welcome to the bunker. I'm Professor von Blunder, and today we're diving into the story of Hajile, Britain's rocket-assisted concrete bomb that proved devastatingly effective at one thing: blowing up the people who invented it. This is the tale of when asking for better camera angles turned into a near-death experience for everyone involved. Let's begin. Let me introduce you to Hajile. The name sounds exotic and mysterious, but what it actually was is beautifully simple. A gigantic block of concrete wrapped in rockets dropped from a Lancaster bomber at 2,000 feet. In military engineering terms, that means they built a concrete meteor and hoped gravity would do the rest. The idea was to test this magnificent contraption over water near Birnbeck Pier, where Britain's Department of Miscellaneous Weapons Development had set up shop. Yes, that was a real department. They specialized in exactly the kind of brilliance you'd expect from a name like that. The testing phase started promisingly enough. The bomber would fly over, release the concrete monstrosity, and it would plunge into the sea. Rockets would fire, water would explode, science would happen. But there was one tiny problem. Private Timmy, our intrepid cameraman, was stationed on the pier to film the whole thing, and the pilot kept dropping the bomb too far away for Timmy to get good footage. The images were blurry, the angles were terrible. Timmy's director's cut was looking more like a home movie shot through a foggy window. Now, what would you do if your test footage was too blurry? Maybe use a zoom lens. Move the camera. They had a better idea. They asked the bomber pilot to aim closer to the pier. Think of it like asking an Uber driver to park closer, except the Uber is a 2-ton concrete meteor wrapped in rockets. What could possibly go wrong? The pilot took this request personally. His professional pride was on the line. He'd been dropping bombs too far away. Unacceptable. He was going to show these engineers what precision looked like. He climbed back into his Lancaster, fired up the engines, and made a couple of dummy runs to line up the perfect shot. Then he released the payload. 1 massive concrete block, 1 girdle of screaming rockets, 2,000 feet of freefall. Alarming accuracy. The watchers on Birnbeck Pier stood gazing up at the sky, open-mouthed, as the concrete bomb came howling down through the air like a banshee with a grudge. Then someone did the math. It wasn't heading for the water. It was heading for them. Suddenly, every single person on that pier, including Private Timmy, started sprinting for dear life down the long plank roadway. In tactical terms, that means the weapon worked perfectly. It just killed the wrong people. The concrete bomb landed squarely on the roof of the engineering shop. It sheared through a massive steel joist like butter. Then it demolished the covered walkway leading to the steamer jetty. Nearby, Wren cooks were preparing lunch a few feet away. They thought the end of the world had come. Timmy, gasping and wheezing at the far end of the pier, realized he'd gotten his close-up footage. Just not the way he'd hoped. Test 1. Too far. Test 2. Still too far. Test 3. Direct hit on your own building. After that, they politely asked the bomb aimer to temper accuracy with discretion. In hindsight, asking a bomber pilot to prove himself is like challenging a toddler with a hammer. Someone's getting hurt. Time for the stupidity meter. Let's rate this beautiful disaster. Money wasted. 7 out of 10. They blew up their own engineering shop and had to rebuild it. Enemies killed. 0 out of 10. The only people in danger were the ones holding the blueprints. Collateral damage to Timmy. 10 out of 10. He asked for closer footage and nearly got vaporized by his own team's weapon. Overall stupidity score, 8.5 out of 10. A masterclass in friendly fire. So here's my question for you. If you were testing a concrete bomb in 1944, how close would you let the pilot aim? Let me know in the comments. And someone check on Timmy. I think he's still running down that pier.